Oh, I didn't even realize it was recording yet. Hi, guys. And by guys, I mean the 0 people in the chat. Thank you for being here. I'm just like, I've been flipping out. I've been flipping out really bad. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put you in a camera holder. Oh, okay. Look at me. Look at how fucked up I look. I look like a squirrel. Look at how puffy and swollen my eyes are. I've been crying. Is there? I don't think there's a filter on. I really just look like that right now. Okay. I've just been really upset tonight, and I've been really depressed, and I have pain in my body, and I've had just some painful social experiences lately that are fucking with me in like a very personal way. And yeah, so it is 3 o'clock in the morning. I just turned on the camera just because I feel like body doubling right now, like feeling like there's one person watching me. There's one person watching me right now. Hello, you're saving my life right now. I'm just kidding. It's not actually like that, but yeah, okay. So, I'm going to take care of my body first. Feel free to say hello. Actually, I don't know how I see the chat here. Oh, that is the chat. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. No pressure. Okay, so I'm gonna take one of these pills because I am nauseous. All I had to eat today was like a McDonald's cheeseburger and some french fries and a lot of energy drinks and Diet Cokes. Oh, okay, I need more of this. I just started like catastrophizing really bad. And it's like I'm feeling a way about myself because of these recent social things that is like old painful feelings about myself, like being unlovable or like just being so weird that people don't like me. Hi, Bullet Train. It's good to see you. But yeah, I am also gonna be smoking a little bit of weed. I didn't quit smoking weed. I'm sorry. Sorry. Whoa, why do I have 14 viewers all of a sudden? That's crazy. Smoking crack? No, not today. You're from India. Well, it's very nice to meet you. Have you never seen a weed pipe before? Hello. you wa- Do you want to know how you can tell that it's weed? Because I have this much more weed. Believe me, I'm smoking weed. Where am I from? I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, in the USA. I seem to have some. Oh, yeah, that's weird. I had this like random influx of people. She sold me Fent yesterday and I had to get Narcan. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so I took my antacid. I took my Xanax. So where do I get my weed from? My uncle has a legal grow operation and basically gives it to me for nothing. Like, Minnesota is so lame because it is legal to grow weed here. It's legal to sell THC drinks. It's legal to sell edibles. But it's not legal to sell actual weed. Like the bud itself, you can't go to the store and buy weed. It's so stupid. I'm from Minneapolis. Yes. Here's my little kitty. He's not really little. He's very big, actually. It's all illegal here. Sucks. Yeah, well, in a way, it's almost it's almost simpler when you just have a weed guy, like a regular dependable weed guy. I feel like it's going out of fashion to have that as a career, but like I need that until we can actually buy in stores. And then who, they jack up the prices so much. Okay. Sorry. Sorry to turn the camera that way. I'm just like not trying to show you where I live. Oh, thank you. Thank you for liking my live. This is my like break out of your phone, don't have a mental crisis at 3 a.m. live. Okay, so I'm bringing my computer over. Oh. I like found out that you haven't been following my channel. If you're not a follower of my channel, I quit my job a couple weeks ago, and I found out that like one of my coworkers unfriended me. I don't know about all that, Jack. I don't barely pay attention to things going on at the national level, much less at the state level. But I agree, it's fucked up. And it's like, those THC drinks, oh my god, they're such a ripoff for the amount of money that you have to spend. It's crazy. The edibles, too. Oh, Christ. I dropped my phone. Okay. Why did you quit your job? I quit my job because my boss was a micromanager, and I need freedom basically, and I just was just constantly having arguments with my boss, and I felt like I was being bullied, and I just don't need that. I don't need that, and I had take this job and shove it money, so I walked away. It was crazy. 6 years. Work at Quick Trip. I was thinking like, because I'm just gonna go back to the same staffing agency I had my last job, but I think that if it comes down to it, if it takes time to get into a new position, I'll probably just do data entry, or I know there's a lot of seasonal work coming up, so I could work at a Target or something. It's not a big deal. I worked retail for most of my life. Hi, SHY77. Shy77. Oh my god, I'm slow. I'm so stupid. I got my results of my 3-hour psych evaluation. I don't know what I thought I was expecting, but as it turns out, like, because I have ADHD, and it was like a neurological evaluation, and it turns out I have really slow processing speed. So apparently, like, when information hits me, it takes like a beat longer than it takes everyone else, like, for me to process it. I'm pulling up my diary. And then today I went to the pharmacy. I'll tell you what, one thing about being unemployed that really does actually suck is the health insurance. Like, I walked away from my job, and
So I applied for state insurance like the first day I was unemployed. Um, but like the state insurance hasn't been even reviewed yet. Like they haven't even reviewed my application. And my job still hasn't sent me my Cobra information, which is like continuing coverage after you lose your health plan through your boss or through your job. And so I'm just kind of in this weird spot like where I went to the pharmacy today and I got some sticker shock on some medicines that I actually need and take like for my ADHD. My ADHD meds for 1 month are $940. I can't do that. Um, and I had to get other meds too, so I spent like $50 on 2 prescriptions today, and I don't even know how I'm gonna get my ADHD meds. Oh, thank you, Sangam Creation 1623. That's very sweet of you. Um, yeah, but so I had to go to the pharmacy and get these meds, and I have been again, if you don't follow me, I have mental health problems, and one of my mental health problems is that I sort of have like hostility issues, right? And going to the pharmacy is like a particular pain point for me. Trump 2024, good luck. I think he needs it. um, but yeah, especially like going to the pharmacy. And I got a clerk who, one time, they closed an hour early. I was having like a meltdown. I couldn't get my rescue med. And I like was really, really rude to this guy one time. And he would help me at the pharmacy today. And he, like, I was a real cunt to him, like, for real, like actual like full on Karen having a meltdown in public cunt to this guy. And he like very, very nicely helped me find some coupons for the drugs I was refilling and like was extremely helpful, went out of his way to help me out. And I was like honestly so ashamed of myself. I was like so humbled by this pharmacy tech today who was so nice to me after I was such a bitch to him earlier this year. I also took some Xanax so that I can calm down. Having a hard night. Damn it. Okay, I need to arrange my to-do list. I'm gonna go get my to-do list. Actually, you can come with me. Oh, did I show you this? I have a Memento Mori board. It's like, this is 52 weeks. This is 90 years, so 90 years by 52 weeks, and that's how old I am. I'm 37 and that many weeks old. And then that's how many weeks I got left if I live to 90. I don't know. I smoked a pack a day for 17 years. I'm a recovering alcoholic, so I don't know if 90s maybe in the cards for me, but 80, sure. Okay. I have like overloaded myself with items on my to-do list, and that is to say, actually I can switch this around and show you my to-do list. I'm actually kind of proud of my book. Oh, man down. You will live until 68. Hey. Means that will be 26 years longer than my dad lived. So let me turn it around. So this is my like schedule and to-do list and like my chore list and blah 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 blah. And I took last week's to-do list and basically like distributed it. And look at how I loaded myself up today and tomorrow. And I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to white out the items on this list and like take a more organic approach when I wake up in the morning.
Cause like
I'm not the best at prioritizing tasks, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, this is my little stand that I use.
okay. For Christ's sake, at least tighten it up or something. Why do you keep falling? So stupid. Let's take a look into the other room. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what do we got on the to-do list for tomorrow? Then I'm gonna cross off. Oh look, here's a lovely leaf that my friend Michael brought me, and I put it in my book so that it will be a pressed leaf. Okay. So on the to-do list for today that I didn't do was handle my retirement accounts for my job. Like, oh my gosh, this is why I can't get anything done. Hello. Yes, this is a full-grown man-sized cat that lives in my house with me. And I'm not a small lady either. I'm 5'9". Just to give you an idea of how long he is. Now this is quality content right here. Alright, get down. Blah. Okay. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. So the first thing I didn't do was handle my retirement accounts today. Which all that means is that they're going to stay the same retirement accounts that I had. I had the option to roll it over into a Roth IRA, but I didn't do it. So it's just going to stay where it is, which is fine, although I think I'd probably get a better return on the IRA. I don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. I was gonna call my uncle to help me, but I just didn't get around to it. Because I've been emotionally disturbed. God, like, seriously, like, being crazy fucking sucks. It's so time consuming. I'll be right back. I'm back. Call Vanguard and get a Roth. I don't know what Vanguard is. I'm a financial idiot. What is Vanguard? Okay, so I didn't do that. I took my AC out of the window almost a month ago. And it's still sitting by the window. I once again had it on my to-do list today to put away the AC. I did not do that. I'll mark that back on the to-do list. Let's see here. AC. Principal. Okay. Oh, wait. Do I have a filter on? Oh, I think it's just like a... Ooh, that one's not very flattering. It just changes the color, not my face. Okay. Thank you for watching me go through this. I'm sure it's boring, but... Another thing that I didn't finish today is so, like I told you, I had a 3-hour psych evaluation and I received a 22-page PDF of results. And I took myself to Denny's the other morning and I made some really good notes about the stuff on there. But I need to finish like actually analyzing. Um, I need to actually finish analyzing the paperwork that I got from my results because basically they've just dumped like 22 pages of this information on me. And I don't know what it means, and I have no doctor to analyze it with me. And so I feel like the impetus is just on me to figure out what all of this information means and how it applies to my life. Um, Actually, I should email my therapist the report. That's a good thing to put on the to-do list. Email Dr. Blank my results. That's on the to-do list now. So that's just I'm gonna cross off today. So I didn't do a very good job today on my to-do list, to be honest with you. Today I managed to go to Walgreens. I managed to go to Walgreens and get my med. I managed to go to McDonald's. And then other than that, I took a shower. Pretty exciting day for me. Pretty exciting day around here. Let's see. Oh, look, it's the cat again. Baby. He's such a sweetie. Look at him. He doesn't know that you're here. He thinks I'm talking to him. So he would always be up on my lap during meetings and stuff. When I was employed. Not anymore. Okay, so already tomorrow, I've just got things to cross off. I was supposed to go down to my mom's house and help her out because she and my aunt have both recently had surgery. My mom had shoulder surgery, and my aunt had both of her hips replaced like a couple days ago. So they need help around the house, but my mom told me that my aunt is so sick of people. Like, she has been nonstop babysat since she got her hip surgery, and so she just didn't want any people at the house anymore. So I'm off the hook for that. Okay, so I crossed off mom's house. That doesn't belong on the to-do list anymore. Cross off the retirement fund stuff. Because that's already been decided and it's no longer in my hands. Okay, so yes. So one good thing I do have on the to-do list tomorrow, which I should take care of right away, is... Oh, let me see. I'm trying to figure out something about my stream. Never mind. One thing that is on the list tomorrow is I need to call the company that's responsible for sending out COBRA paperwork and just gently say, hey, so I left my employer on the 25th. Now it's the 15th. I don't have my COBRA paperwork. I need that to sign up for a plan. And I'm sure they'll tell me that it's on its way, ma'am. So, but I need that assurance that I've called them. I also had go to Home Depot on my list yesterday or for tomorrow, and I'm just gonna take that off too. It's a good thought, but I'm just not trying to stress myself out like that tomorrow. I really need to focus on what needs to happen. I also have a task for myself. I really want to get a library card and parking pass, and I have research, library card, and parking pass. So I don't think I'm gonna just take that off the list for tomorrow. And when I take things off the list, they're either already recorded on the big to-do list or like I'm writing them down so I don't actually forget them all together. Okay, another very good thing I have on the to-do list tomorrow is go to Aldi because I am out of food. Hence a little bit the McDonald's and the like not eating. And I've been eating sweets from the convenience store. And it's like, I don't know, it's fucking with my GI. The sugar, I think, is like dysregulating me somehow. Hi, fetal 420 syndrome. Good to see you. How are you? Where are you writing in from? I'm working on my to-do list on live. That's what I'm doing because I was having a crisis, and so I turned on the camera because I was stuck on my phone playing those triple match games for the last fucking, well, it's 3, so the last 3 hours I've just been matching little symbols in my phone and crying about my coworker who unfriended me after I quit my job and feeling like no one will ever like me. So, not cool. So I'm going to put research, library card, and parking pass back on the general to-do list. And I can put them right back in here if I need to. Thanks, Emmy or me. Followed your Tumblr page for forever. Hope things work out well for you. I'm sure they will. And I've been listening to some Marcus Aurelius recently, and today Marcus was talking about how it doesn't matter if things work out for you because that's just your fate and we're all dead anyway. And anyone who even might remember you is gonna be dead soon too. Fetal 420 syndrome. I'm literally a friendless 27-year-old who still lives at home, so I understand the mental horrors. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Living at home at 27, did you like move out at all, or are you like still, or are you just like, have you continuously lived there? Because the culture around this has really changed from when I was in high school. At least where I lived and stuff, it was like, I know that it's way more socially acceptable now to like live with your parents, but when I was in high school, it was like you turn 18, you leave. You leave and you do not come back. It was expected that you get the fuck out of your parents' house. I haven't lived at home since I was 17. Yeah, that's young. Were you like an emancipated minor or something? Did you have an apartment? Or I suppose probably not. Like, we moved out at 17. I hope you weren't homeless or anything. I'm Mexican American, so it's kind of a weird culture-ish thing. It's probably not a good thing, though, psychologically. Oh, yep, see. And that, I'm sure that is different, like, culturally. Yeah, it could also just be that, I don't know, my family's German. And my family really values like work ethic and like making your own way. Basically, you're worth how hard you can work in my family, and so yeah, I don't know. You didn't want to be the odd one out, but friendless. That's too bad. I've been, I have friends now, and but there have been multiple periods in my life where I had to start over with no friends, and it's a pretty harrowing place to be. But I think that, and it's really painful. But I do think also that those have been periods in my life that I've I've had a lot of growth just from like getting to know myself and like how I can reach out into the world and find people. And of course, you know, post-mortems on friendships that have gone wrong, which may have left me friendless in certain situations. Okay. So I have my to-do list down to 4 items tomorrow. I'm going to book club. I am going to call the place that does the Cobra insurance. I'm going to go to Aldi and buy food. And I'm going to go pick up a package that I ordered. Because my building can't get packages. I'm gonna go get a package I ordered, which is a jar opener because my old lady hands can't handle jars anymore. I've just had some really bad jar experiences lately, and I tried to turn a jar so hard that I like gave myself a ganglion cyst on my wrist. And I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm gonna use the twister. I'm gonna use the twister machine for the elderly and the handicapped because I cannot handle the jar bullshit anymore. But I'm on meds now very recently, and like my life is actually changing, so I feel like I'm about to go through a second puberty. I don't know. Yeah, you know, that particular age is like that too. I think that like 25 to 27 is like a really big transitional time period from you know, the earliest parts of your youth into like the middle part of your youth, which is coming up. And so I mean, yeah, I think that's exciting. I think if things are about to change and you're taking meds and you're feeling good, like you're really young, and there's a whole world out there. Sorry, I didn't mean to be a cliche dispenser, but for real though. Hello, Elvira Chen. Thank you for being in my live. We're being very exciting, and we're going over my to-do list. Okay, so tomorrow I am only going to book club. I'm gonna pick up my package with the jar opener in it because I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm gonna call the Cobra people, and I'm gonna go to Aldi's and get me some dried mangoes. Those are so good. Aldi's dried mango supremacy, honestly. I can go through a bag of those in one sitting. Oh my god, they're so good. They're better than candy. They're like mango peach rings almost, except it's like fruit. It's like dried leathery fruit. Oh, it's so fucking good. It's so good. I'm just like so shook that my coworker unfriended me. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what I should do. I always get scared at the end of an Aldi's transaction. Why? Because, like, I don't know if you're like me, but I feel like when I'm throwing things into the cart, it's like I'm not even thinking about the price because everything is so cheap, but then you get to the register and it adds up. And, yeah, and the bagging system is weird there too. Plus, I can never figure out their damn carts. Okay, ChatGPT. I'm gonna go into my general mental health ChatGPT. Hey, do you have a gyats? I don't think that people are using that word correctly. You tell me what you think gyat is, and then I'll tell you. Because isn't it just like saying like god damn, isn't that it? Like it doesn't mean pussy or ass or anything, right? Don't be sorry, Valerie. You're fine. You're fine. I'm just saying, I have a 7-year-old niece. She turned 7 today, actually. Today was her 7th birthday. No, Valerie, it's fine. It's fine, sweetie. Don't worry about it. But anyway, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Actually, I'm gonna start a new chat for this. We don't need the baggage of my old mental health chat weighing on us. Isn't it like thought slash that hoe over there? Using thought as a name. I don't know the specific linguistic origin of thought, but yeah, I know that people said that hoe over there, but I don't know if it was like, was it a creation, like an online creation, or what? Wait, hang on. I'll ask ChatGPT. Hello. What is the origin of the word thought? The word thought originated as an acronym for that hoe over there and became popular in internet slang and social media around the early 2010s. It was primarily used to describe someone, usually a woman, perceived as being promiscuous or seeking attention in a sexualized way. Okay. So while some people use it in a playful or reclaimed sense, it remains controversial and is often considered misogynistic due to its demeaning connotations. Alright, I'm going to ask ChatGPT about yachts. ChatGPT, what does yacht mean? Okay, yeah. So it says gyat is a slang term often used online that originated from the phrase god damn or gosh dang. I don't think it was gosh dang, but is abbreviated for quicker use, typically in reaction to someone's physical appearance, especially when the person is perceived as very attractive. It is most commonly used by men to express admiration or surprise at someone's look, but like other slang, its usage can vary depending on the context and community. Yeah, that gosh dang was very white coded. Hi, not Leanne. Good to see you. The term is relatively new, popularized in certain online circles, particularly within meme culture or gaming communities. However, similar to thought, it mentions thought, it can be objectifying depending on how it's used. Yeah. So like a gyat isn't a like do you have a gyat? That's not how I thought it was supposed to be used. Or I mean if it is used that way, I just think that's weird. Yeah, I don't think it was gosh darn. Chat GPT, write me a vulgar message with lots of swearing in the style of an Englishman in the year 1825. Ah, you scurrilous wretch, you blithering, grog-sodden excuse for a man, you haven't the wit of a half-drowned cat, nor the spine of a bloated fish. I'd sooner wager my fortune on a blind horse than trust your half-witted arse to manage a single blasted thing. You swagger about like some puffed-up dandy, but you're not but a fetid pile of shite, aren't you? The very air around you reeks of your incompetence, you addle-pated, slack-jawed blighter. By God, I'd rather fling myself into the Thames than suffer another moment of your infernal bollocks. Why do you want me to read your name so bad? What's the time there in India? It's 2 p.m. It is 3:35 a.m. No, I'm not gonna read it now. Tell me why you want me to read it. Tell me why you want me to read your name. When I was a kid, I saw this movie, The Borrowers, with John Goodman. And it was about these tiny people that live under your floorboards, and they'll come out and be friends with you and like steal your buttons and shit to make plates. And when so as a child, I wrote I lost a tooth, and I wrote a letter to Santa Claus, which I asked the Tooth Fairy to bring to Santa Claus in heaven where he was vacationing with God, and to give that letter to God, and then have the Easter Bunny bring me a borrower for Easter. I asked the Easter Bunny for a borrower, a small person to live in my room with me, and to be my friend, because I was a lonely child. And obviously, the Tooth Fairy didn't get the message. My dad actually got the message under the yes, the Holiday Cinematic Universe. Yes, obviously. My dad actually, happened to intercept this message to the Tooth Fairy. And when Easter came, I opened my Easter basket, and there was a pickle in there with buttons and like a ribbon and like eyes and a little smiley face. And it was like there was like a letter from the Easter Bunny. I was like, I heard you wanted a little friend. Here it is. Ha ha ha. But yeah, it was a pickle. And that's how I found out that the Easter Bunny wasn't real, because my dad printed off a letter using 90s clip art, which I was very familiar with as a 12-year-old or whatever. No, I wasn't 12. I was like 7 or something. I thought that little tiny people that live under your floorboards could come to you. Oh. Feeling a lot better. Definitely the Xanax helped. It usually does. IDK, if I ever had a moment, I just kind of lost belief slowly. Like, oh yeah, Santa existing doesn't make sense. Yeah, I actually found out like for sure that Santa didn't exist in a moment that I very very plainly remember, which is I was playing in the basement in a closet that we never used, and I saw wrapped Christmas presents hidden in the closet, and then I saw them again under the tree from Santa, and I knew. And I confronted my mom about it, and I was like, Mom, don't spam, please. And my mom was like, yes, honey, you're right. Santa Claus isn't real. And neither is the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy. And I thought, I was like, what? Because I knew Santa wasn't real, but I was like not prepared for the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy not to be real too. I was so devastated. Ugh. Okay, ChatGPT. My coworker unfriended me after I quit my job, and it hurt my feelings. I thought we were friends. And it's like 2 birds, 1 scone. Read my name. Why? Oh, I've been smoking too much weed. I've been smoking way too much weed. My uncle gave me an ounce for like nothing. He's just passing them out like candy. He's interested in the fucking botany aspect of the weed growing. And so he's just like out here making fantastic product and basically giving it away for free. Oh my goodness. I just came in from smoking a bowl in the backyard. That sounds great. That's one thing I don't like about living in an apartment building is that I don't have a yard. There's no grass I can go stand on. Bought any weed lately? I just told you I got an ounce. No, I didn't. My uncle gave it to me. I smoked weed lately. I smoked weed at the beginning of this live stream, and people thought I was smoking crack. Which is funny. Because because I have smoked crack, and I actually talk about that pretty frequently on my channel. It's like the kind of a rock bottom thing for me. So yeah, no, not smoking crack today. No, not today. Chat GPT. My coworker unfriended me after I quit my job and it hurt my feelings. I thought we were friends and I loved her. And I had no idea she didn't like me. What should I do? I'm really sorry you're going through this. That sounds really painful. When someone you care about unfriends you, it can feel like a personal rejection. Well, I would say so. I'm not gonna see her again. She unfriended me. And do you know what? She unfriended me on Facebook, which I still use because I'm a millennial. But she unfriended me on Facebook, but I went on my Facebook today and I saw that I am still following her fucking golden retrievers Facebook page. That's right. She created a whole Facebook page for her goddamn golden retriever, and I'm still following it. Do you know how much I have to like you to follow your dog's Facebook page? the fucking nerve. She unfriended me? That's crazy. Yeah, that's worse than the crack thing. Yeah, this is my new bottom. This is my new bottom. Follow, and I didn't unfollow the goddamn golden retriever. I'm gonna go right now and unfollow this bitch's dog on Facebook. I'm so fucking offended. It's a good thing. Oh, okay. And I accidentally just like typed her name. Seven mutual friends. Did not even unfriend other people. Did not unfriend other people who have left the company and I know she has personal beef with. Okay, wait. I'm not trying to find her, though. I'm trying to find the dog. I won't tell you the name of the dog. The dog is innocent in all of this. She yells at the dog. She yells at that dog in a way that I've always thought skirted the line between appropriate and inappropriate. So, what if she touched her screen weird and unfriended you? Then she should notice and refriend me. Although I suppose how would she know? Well, I'm going to be seeing a mutual friend / coworker in 2 days. Someone who I really, really care a lot about, and I don't know. And anyway, so I'm gonna be seeing a mutual friend / coworker, and I'm gonna tell her this story so if then this bitch brings it up and it's like, oh, Lindy unfriended me, I'll be like, no, I didn't. Oh, she told me she thought you unfriended her. But I'm unfollowing this goddamn golden retriever right now. Unfollow. You won't see this page's post in your feed. Good. The fucking nerve of these people following your goddamn dog's Facebook page. Okay, ChatGPT. Especially when you thought the relationship was strong. Yeah, it's possible your coworker may have felt differently about the friendship. Or maybe there were other reasons behind her actions that aren't entirely personal. I don't even know how it could be personal. I've known her for 6 years. We've never fought. Ever. And I didn't work directly with her either. What even could have happened? Let's see. Having coworkers is psychological warfare. This is the last time I give a damn about anybody at a job. This is the last time I form personal relationships at a job. This is the last time I'm going to delude myself into thinking that my coworkers are my friends. They are not. Except one. If I get to keep the one, then I'm golden. As I'm staying hydrated, this is so important to self-care. Okay. Here are a few things that you might consider doing. Give it some time. Sometimes people act impulsively, especially after a major change like someone quitting a job. It's possible she needs space or is dealing with her own feelings about your departure. Okay. 2. Reach out to her. Hell the fuck no. Hell no. I'm not reaching out to her and saying, why did you unfriend me on Facebook? I'm not going to be doing that. Reach out to her. If you're comfortable, you could send her a kind, confrontational message. Something like, I noticed we're no longer connected, and I just want to check in. I really valued our friendship and hope everything's okay. I will not be doing that. This opens the door for conversation without putting too much pressure on her. No, because no, I won't be doing that because, what she's not going to do is she's not going to unfriend me and then leave me on red. I'm sorry. My pride simply will not allow me to do that. 3. Reflect on the relationship. Think about whether there were any signs that she may have felt differently or if the friendship was tied more to the work environment. Sometimes relationships at work don't translate as easily to life outside of work. No. She was always happy to talk to me. She had very personal conversations with me, things that she would not tell other people, and which I won't repeat. And the only warning signs that I have is that she's mentally unstable. She's emotionally unstable. She get this. So she's I don't know, she's 10, 15 years older than me. And she's married, and she would complain to me because her husband, so she works a pretty high position in the finance department, and then her husband is a stalker at Walmart, and she's the main breadwinner in the house, right? He doesn't work as many hours as her either, right? So, and she would complain to me because she would say that her husband wouldn't let her not cook one day a week, that he wouldn't let her get a restaurant meal one day a week because she had to cook a full dinner every single night 7 days a week, and she would be sad about it because he said that she couldn't. And I was my goodness, oh my god, these suburban ladies that I worked with, their husbands are some of the most villainous assholes I have ever heard about. I had a coworker who told me that her husband was mad that she was spending so much time decorating for Christmas, and so he threw away all of her Christmas decorations. From when she all of the decorations she had collected throughout her life, like ornaments and like all that kind of stuff, and like threw it in the dumpster. And she told this like it was a normal story. Oh my god. Thank God, you know, God made me like weird and kind of gay, cuz I could not handle a traditional suburban marriage. I could not. I would um I would be in jail. Reflect on it. Protect your peace. While it's hard, try not to let this situation define how you see yourself or your worth. Her actions likely say more about her feelings or circumstances than about you as a person. Well, I know that's right because I did absolutely nothing to her and I really, really resent it, and she can kiss my ass for being so rude. That's what I'm not looking for. And get this. So I quit my job, right? They offered me a job again. Like late, like Thursday, Friday last week. Someone who I didn't work with before. Like I worked with her on a committee every week, but like I didn't work on her team or anything. One of my old coworkers called me and offered me a position at the company again. Um, for you know, some people think it's rude to talk about money. I don't. I lived in poverty for a long time. I was making $11, $12 an hour selling futons for basically my entire 20s. And now I just got offered a job for $30 an hour, 30 an hour. That's like cracking into a whole nother income level for me. Um, to like come back to the same company and work in an adjacent position to my old position where like I wouldn't like have to probably interact with my old coworkers very often, but it's this like same poisonous office politics environment, like a pit of emotionally stunted vipers just sniping at each other all day long. And like the woman who offered me the job is like my old supervisor's arch nemesis, and I just feel like I don't need that drama. But like being offered the job with for that amount of money, full benefits at this company that I've been working for 6 years, I mean, that's not, I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because as soon as she offered me the job, first of all, she was a little drunk on the phone call, so that's not good. Um, and like, is real dysfunctional emotionally herself. Why do I was talking to my therapist, Eli, about this on Sunday, but, why do I always attract the battle axe? Why does the scariest woman at work find me find in me an apt protege? Like I am all these like older, tough as nails, domineering women really are attracted to me as a personality and like take me on as their evil little pet. And I try and be good. You know, I try and exert a positive influence on them. Yeah, I want to say move forward, but in this economy, I don't know. Exactly. Exactly. Like, am I, like my I can feel my coal miner great grandfather looking at me and saying, "You're gonna turn down a job for 30 an hour because you don't want to feel any stress from the office politics. You're with excellent benefits." I'm like, all the people I would be working with are people that I personally like, that I've worked with a lot, but like, I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna smoke more weed now. That's what I'm gonna do. If you enjoy watching ladies smoke weed, this would be the time to tune in. Look at this adorable little weed box I made for myself. Hang on, let me get everything in there. Okay, wait, actually, I'll be right back. I work in a warehouse, so I guess I'm lucky I don't really deal with coworkers. That's the fucking dream. Where's the job without coworkers? That's what I wanted. You know, I wanted to get out of retail so bad so that I could stop dealing with the general public. But it's just like The Office is like a more middle class version of the general public, and I just don't belong there. Mortician? I'm not tough enough for that. I couldn't do it. I mean, I could do it, but it would be, I don't know. I guess that like seeing dead bodies has always been like a pretty stressful thing in my life. I've seen probably more dead people than you might think. What if you purposely became creepy? But that's the thing, is that like I don't want to be creepy. I have like my deepest desire is to be loved and to belong. And if I could help, you know, if I could do it, I would have a fucking hug at all times. Oh, cat is doing stuff. Thank you to the 7 people who are watching me. I'm down to like bare minimum in groceries, honestly. I spent $30 on this today. Or not 30, it was 20. I spent $20 on this today because I don't eat any meat anymore. Not on purpose. I'm just like so grossed out by cooking it that I just stopped buying it. Ugh. I quit smoking the one hitter because it wasn't getting me high anymore. I'm all of a sudden in rough shape. I don't know what happened. The first couple weeks of unemployment were great. Were great. I just got thrown for a loop by this and some other things. Okay. I think it's time to start getting ready for bed. So, first thing I gotta do is the dishes. And quick carts. Yeah, the cartridges, so like that's like a weed vape, right? Or is it just like the regular vape? I'm so out of touch, honestly. Weed, like THC only became legal in Minnesota last year, and you're not allowed to sell vaporizers or weed. You can only buy the THC drinks and gummies and stuff. Okay. You're not gonna get this kind of content anywhere else. You're gonna watch me do my dishes. Wait, actually, I'm gonna take you out of the thing. I don't know. I feel really anxious. I think I fucked up on my meds. I think I fucked up and I skipped my period week on my birth control pills, and my hormones are going crazy. Like my body wants to bleed, but I'm like, no, denied, blocked, do not.
And it's like, I don't know, it's like in the last 5 months, I fucked it up twice. I can't do that. I gotta come up with a better system about remembering what week it is. Did you? I realize I just showed you my extremely detailed weekly calendar and to-do list. Okay, it's called having a disability, alright? I can only keep track of so much information. I can only use cloud storage to keep track of so much, you know? Because it's not happening without AIDS. Let's see. Well, I saw a roach in my kitchen. I saw a roach in my kitchen the other evening. I had a bad roach infestation in this apartment like a year ago. It lasted for probably about a year, where there would be like, I remember one time I was live streaming. I live streamed cleaning my house, and I found like 4 roaches on live stream. That was fucked up. But it's not because I'm dirty, you know? That's what people would try and consult me. They would say, it's not you, it's the apartment building that has roaches, which, yeah, the guy who does the maintenance around here told me that he went to the convenience store downstairs, and a roach crawled across the counter while he was paying for his items. They've got a deli down there. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yeah, I had this horrible roach infestation for a year. It's so humiliating. I'm so shell shocked. And then last Christmas, I finally just lost it at maintenance and at the exterminator guys. I was like, you have been in here how many times? Am I just supposed to accept that I have roaches forever now? How are you gonna take care of this? And then all of a sudden, they stopped the roaches, and then I haven't had one since Christmas. I found one in my kitchen the other day, and so I have already called the exterminator. After my experience, my advice is, if you ever see a roach in your house, one, please understand that there are 1,000 you can't see, and by the time you see one, it is time to call the exterminator immediately. Absolutely coat your house in poison, and try and use the powder, the diatomaceous earth. That was what finally worked for my roaches. But yeah, so when I'm extra paranoid, I'm cleaning, I'm Lysoling everything before bed. I have fucking lavender oil right here that I spray on my countertops because they hate the smell of lavender oil. I've sprayed Raid into every single hole in my kitchen wall because with roaches, early detection is key. Okay. Fetal 420 sensor. I had a roach infestation in my first car? What would roaches eat in a car? That is so gross. Oh my god, a roach-mobile. If I knew that your car was infested by roaches, I would never invite you over. I'm sorry. This is why you have no friends. This is why you have no friends. It's chill. I'm sure you don't have that car anymore. People will invite you to things now. Oh, the car smelled like Indian food, and when I bought it, and I never ate in it. Ooh. Well, it sounds like a really nice car, so I'm sorry that happened. I hope you got it for cheap anyway. That's what I do. I will only buy $500 I will only buy $5,000 beaters for cars. I'm talking I drive a 2003 Toyota Corolla, and before that it was a 99 Camry. And I just get these like old ass cars that aren't worth anything, they don't cost anything to insure. And then it's basically like bumper cars, you know? I'm kidding, it's not like bumper cars, although I did total 2 cars in 1 year. And that is one of the ways we found out I had ADHD. Because I weren't paying attention to stuff the way normal people do. It was like literally something it was something that they asked.
Like, how's your driving? How's that kind of stuff? Like when I was being evaluated. And I was like, they didn't exactly ask me, but I was like, so is this like a good time to mention that I totaled 2 cars last year? I know it. No one was injured. It's a miracle. It was like it was like a 2001 Lexus for like 2K, and it's my dad's now, but 3 bug bombs did the trick. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, you gotta fully strip the car and wash all the pieces individually, like those people on TikTok. Seen those guys? The car detailers are like, they strip it down to the frame. It's crazy. See, I would be so good at that job. That job would be so satisfying to me. Okay, I'm slowly getting ready for bed, by the way. This is what's happening right now.
I need more water. Oh my goodness. I just thought of this girl in high school. It wasn't even high school, it was middle school. Who stuck a frozen hot dog in her pussy.
We used to call her Nina Vagina. What's funny is my 2013 Lexus or Camry blew up on the freeway weeks ago. Oh no! I hope you weren't in it. Did you die? That's so scary. Cause like Toyotas, those are good cars. My car, the Corolla, the 2003 Corolla, has 228,000 miles on it, and in the 4 years since I bought it, I've only put 4,000 miles on it. So this car is gonna last me forever. It's basically rusting from disuse. Okay, now I gotta take my pills. We'll turn the lights back on for this. Here are my nighttime pills. I got out and watched it from afar. Damn, what an experience. Can't say I've ever done that. I'm sorry about your car though. That sucks. It's gotta be expensive all of a sudden to come up with however many thousands of dollars it is to get a car now. Okay. I just took my 1 billion pills. How many did I take? 1 billion. Took my vitamin B12 and my vitamin D. And I took 300 milligrams of trazodone and 10 milligrams of Buspar and a Protonix and some fiber pills. Million of them. A million of them. 1 billion. Thank you, RMA. That is correct. I had a billion of them. I laugh about it because it was so random of my car to blow up like that. Like, yeah, that is. That's so fucking random. Why would your car blow up? That's crazy. Super sus. Like, you're my car. Like, why are you blowing up? Like, I'll blow you up. I never had a car blow up on me, but like I said, I did total 2 cars. both front end collisions. I just really enjoyed driving into stuff. And and yeah. So like my car didn't blow up, but one of the accidents did make it so a rock could kick up and set off my airbag at any time. And so I had to stop driving that car. I don't know how people do no car. My best friend right now is doing no car in the city, which is a young person's game. When I was like 23, yeah, I was zipping around Minneapolis on a bike. But as a 37-year-old woman, I'm, if I don't have, this is the reason why I had so much money saved up. So I could, so that I'm doing what I'm doing, quit my job and take a month off without even looking for them. It's because I had a shit ton of money saved because my main paranoia is that I would crash my car and need to buy a new one like right away because I can't go without a car. And I don't like do financing or anything like that. Like I only buy stuff I can afford in cash. That is not good for the credit rating, actually. I have a credit score of 740 right now. I may be unemployed, but that's something I said to my therapist the other day. I'll turn off this fan, but that's kind of annoying. Something I said to my therapist on Sunday is that I'm just surprised at how much access to money I still have. Because, I quit, my last day was on the 25th, and I have more money now. It's on the 25th of September. Now it's 20 days later. I have more money now than when I quit my job. A couple of things just sort of paid out for me. And then not only that, I was looking at my Credit Karma app, and I was looking at some of the credit card offers. I don't have I have one secured credit card with a $300 limit that I got just to build credit. That's the only reason. But I have other I have credit card offers and loan offers and stuff, and obviously they're trying to suck me into a life of servitude. But if I needed to access $20,000 right now, I could do that. It's when I was poor, it's none of this shit was open to me. But it's now that I made middle class money for a bunch of years, I just have access to this. You're on that grind during your unemployment. Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking a personal loan just yet, but if shit hits the fan. That's how I was, what I was feeling earlier? I was maybe something that attracted me to the mental hospital, I think, as a young lady. That was a lot like being a little kid. It was a lot like being a little kid, with people there to look after you, and they feed you and they check on you and they make you go to bed at bedtime. And that was one of the things I liked about the mental hospital. I was wistfully thinking about it earlier this evening, and how I just wish that I could be a little kid and get taken care of and have or maybe a wife, if I could be a wife and just get taken care of by my husband or something like that right now. Damn. Let me lay in bed and bring me food and sit down with me and go over my psych exam results because I can't get through them, and tell me what to do about my job. Tell me to get dressed. If that's not what you're looking for, you can just walk on by, honestly. If you're not into literally caring for me like a mentally ill child, sometimes you're just gonna have to hit the bricks.
You can't have Christmas decorations though. I know. It's so dangerous. Don't let a man do things for you because then they start to think that they own you and things and they own your stuff and they can throw your fucking Christmas decorations in the dumpster. Okay, so I've flossed my teeth. I don't know if you guys noticed that I was doing that, but now I'm going to brush my teeth. I feel a big sad. I feel a big sad in my big belly right now. I feel a big sad in my big bloated belly from that McDonald's cheeseburger earlier today. I've just been thinking a lot about like fitting in and belonging, and this job imploding the way that it did it just fucked me up, honestly. Like a year ago, I would have, if you asked me what's the chance that you'll quit this job, I would have said 0%. Zero. Fuck no, fucking manager. And you know what's sad? Actually, I just read your message again, Mr. Chuffy. I don't have Christmas decorations. I was always too poor to afford a tree, and I never had a car. So I have like one snow globe for my grandma, but other than that, I got nothing. I should make a point to get myself a tree this year because something that I miss is okay, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I live in like an all Muslim neighborhood, and so something that I miss is that there's no Christmas lights. You know, it's like all everywhere else it's like all decorated and stuff, but like my neighborhood is very like not into it. And I would like to have maybe some Christmas lights on a tree in my house instead. I'm not religious, but it's very nostalgic. Okay. You want to see how long my hair is now? It's pretty crazy. Holidays were not a big deal for me growing up, so I never got attached to them. That's too bad. I have some really, really good holiday memories as a kid. I'm from a really big family. Hang on one second. Do you see how many people that is? That's me. Right there. Big family. And we used to have these like massive Christmas celebrations. Let's see. How did you get your hair so shiny? That's an excellent question. Thank you for asking. I've just been using my regular shampoo and conditioner, but I have been making an actual effort to treat the shampoo as scalp soap instead of hair soap. So I've just like not even been thinking about the shampoo in my hair. I've just been getting my scalp, like the whole scalp, clean it off. And my hair is typically greasy. Like I have greasy hair. Now it's like just
nice and shiny, and it has, believe it or not, for me, this is a lot of volume for me. I always kind of want to do like the Liv Tyler, Alfier's like this thing with my hair, but then I feel like it looks dumb. Just take it off. I wear my hair like this most of the time when I'm at home. I just take it all and I put it in a bun. Make myself a nice big bun. I've been on stage with a bun bigger than this before. I got on stage high out of my mind and sang songs for people one time. Okay. Now, very important part of the routine. I'm taking my contact lenses out. Yeah, I think I'm done having short hair for the rest of my life. Like, the long hair just suits me so much better. And, you know, I have some more masculine facial features, I think. And I think that, like, the long hair with the bang, I think really feminizes my face. Your nail polish matches the scrunchie. Yeah, it doesn't in real life, but on camera it does. Okay, wait, I have to wash my hands. Always wash your hands before putting your fingers in your eyes. Please. With soap and water. You guys, I don't like that I've put myself in this position where, because, okay, this is something I very rarely talk about on here because it makes me look like an asshole and it's just kind of rude to talk about. But so, my dad died when I was 14, and when he died, me and my sisters got a life insurance payout, right? And so I had a lot of money when I was 18. I had like a bunch of money. And I used it to like live in the nicest part of town and not have a job for 4 years of private college, which I just paid out of pocket with no loans. And, you know, during that time, immediately after that, because of course all the money was gone within 4 years. And after it was gone, I like hit this patch where it's like, oh fuck, suddenly I need to work for money. But I've never had to actually depend on the money I earn. And I've never had to work full time before. And I don't know, I just like got really paralyzed. And it was like during the Great Recession and stuff. So that period of unemployment, which was just sort of like entry level anywhere. I worked at a food court. You know, I worked furniture sales. I sold buttons at the Metrodome. I worked an assembly line. Like all that kind of stuff. And I would have these periods of unemployment where I would just feel frozen. Like I just could not even go look for a job. And it was such a nightmare because I had like no money. And I was like an alcoholic. And I was addicted to cigarettes too, which meant that the little money that I did have, I wasn't saving. I was spending it every day. And, you know, I just remember those days being so stressful and like hating myself so much for not being able to get my ass in gear. And that's what it was giving today. That's what it was giving today. And I did not like it one bit. Because, one, that's not, you know, who I am anymore. And that's not my circumstance anymore. Oh, I'm going to be gross. I just brushed my teeth, but I'm going to eat food. Because now I am hungry. I don't even know what I have to eat. And yeah, that's what I was getting today, and I hated it. What do I want? I guess I have oatmeal. I'm just gonna eat oatmeal. Tomorrow is a new day. I know. Let's do it all over again. In this cruel world where people unfriend you as soon as you quit a job. How dare they? Okay, wait a minute. You know what? I'm in a weird mood. Typically, now, like, my go-to is the apples and cinnamon, obviously. This is the superior oatmeal. I don't think anyone can argue that. And then, after that, I'd probably typically go for the maple brown sugar. It's a little bit sugary for me, but it's got a lot of flavor. I like maple. And then there's the cinnamon and spice one, which I almost never choose. They actually only included one pair of it. The other two got 2 pairs each. But you know what? I'm gonna make the cinnamon and spice, and I'm gonna have me a big bowl of oatmeal so I can be a regular gal in the morning, if you know what I mean. It's about poop. I think I did. I told you guys that I don't have to have my butthole surgery anymore. That's right, I relearned how to poop. So, proud of that. I had to go to physical therapy to learn how to poop correctly. You know, I see people sometimes on the internet, like, you know, information you couldn't torture out of me, but, like, I don't relate to those memes, because I think that I don't know. I think that everything that happens to me is so funny. Okay, I should start the oatmeal before I start smoking weed again. Like I'm like for real. I'm for real smoking weed these days. It's an issue. I should probably stop talking so loud. It's like 4:30 in the morning, and my poor neighbor is a postman, and he has to get up at like 6 a.m. Corn and peanut butter protein shake. Corn. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I made a high meal. I was out of food the other week, and I made a meal that was so high and so disgusting that I was shooting corn out of my asshole like a fucking pellet gun all day the next day. Stone sober me can't barely cook anything. High me will eat anything, but actually can cook even less. Okay, I don't think I need a measuring cup to figure out how much water to put in the oatmeal. Actually, don't look at my fridge. Who knows what's over there? Wow, this is like giving, I don't know, it's giving grandma is what it is. I should just like draw some lines on my face and pretend to be an old lady. I think people would be into that. Also, like, we're all people and we all shit. Like, why are we pretending? Exactly. And you know what? Some people think they know how to shit, like me. And it turns out you're shitting wrong. Like, you thought you learned. Oh my god. My life is in shambles. You thought you learned to shit as a baby. But it turns out you've been shitting wrong your whole life. Have you ever heard of that? I wasn't pooping right inside of my body. I have a, hey, hang on. I'm gonna turn the microwave on, and I'm gonna go show you. One moment. We're going to my bathroom now. Oh shit, oh. Okay, so this is my bathroom. I was kind of going for like a tropical thing with the fern and the pineapple toilet cover, that sort of thing. And then I was thinking like SpongeBob, pineapple under the sea. I don't know. How are we supposed to be pooping? Well, let me tell you. Right here, I'm on the toilet with my squatty potty. By the way, if you're not using a squatty potty, you're living in the Stone Age. So this is where I sit, and here it is, defecation training. So you're supposed to, first of all, you see they have the squatty potty in the diagram, okay? You sit with your knees slightly elevated, that would be on the squatty potty. And then you focus on the sensation of the anal sphincter lengthening or releasing instead of tightening. Basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do deep belly breaths and then push your abdominal muscles out. And that is not what I was doing. That is not what I was doing. Because it turns out people are supposed to be belly breathing, and I chronically shallow breathing from my chest. Okay. The oatmeal buzzer went off, so we might have oatmeal. I don't know. Oh, it's looking oaty. It's looking like an oaty meal, yeah. What also concerns me is that, like, I'm living a lot younger than my age right now, I think. Like, this like, unemployed stoner thing. Yeah, I did it in my 20s. But, I mean, it's a fun vacation and everything, but also it makes me nervous because you know what I was in my 20s? Poor as fuck. Like, eating from the food shelf, digging cigarette butts out of public ashtrays to smoke them. Okay, I'm ready for my oatmeal now. Let's go back to my room. Because I'm not going to stand up eating oatmeal in the kitchen. Oh, I forgot I took my meds. Shit. Those are supposed to make me tired. Guess we'll find out, eh? Okay. Oh. We're not gonna get this entertainment value anywhere else. Nope. Whoa. I have a lot more subscribers than I remember. I haven't even looked at my fucking thing. Shit. Well, I am glad, though, that we went through my to-do list. It makes me feel in control. Because, I don't know, it's like... honestly, like, my thoughts are so disorganized that I feel like I'm out of control most days. Like, that I don't know what's going on, that I'm not, directing my energy towards, what I want to accomplish. Like, I'm just getting sidetracked and sidetracked and sidetracked. It just makes it difficult. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm not in control of things, So yeah, I put this extraordinary amount of energy into, you know, making plans and schedules and keeping myself on track with my chores, and I'm trying so fucking hard, and it's like I just get burnt out from it. It's like having a second fucking job, just managing the duties of my own life. I don't know what to do now. So I did a 3-card spread for my week. And so the spread that I do is the first card is the situation you're in. The second card is the obstacle you're facing. And then the third card is the advice card. Okay. So this is my situation card, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a priest who had the power to like grant you admission to like schools of learning, and they also like made the curriculum and oversaw the curriculum. And so this card represents like a return to or a desire for order, which is something that has been like a driving desire for me, like getting all of this like shit done in my apartment and analyzing the psych evaluation and like like just studying, putting all of this like paperwork and shit in order, and just trying to maintain a stable home for myself. And then so what the obstacle is, this is the reverse ace of wands. Reverse ace of wands. So this card, the obstacle that I'm facing is that I have diminished drive. I have no goals. I'm just kind of like floating. And the advice card is the King of Cups. And you can see here that he's got a dribble of water going down his head. So this card represents the advice as equanimity, like the balance between the emotional and the rational brain. And so basically what the card said is that I'm trying to like implement this order in my life, but I'm kind of like aimless and not super motivated to start these projects. But in order to combat that, I need to use my wise mind, as I'm learning about in DBT, and successfully make decisions by synthesizing my emotional and rational thinking at the same time. I really love the tarot cards for that reason. Because it's like, I don't believe in magic technically. Secretly I do, but not really. Wink. But anyway, they're just like great creative prompts for looking at your life. We're sort of like putting into a problem into a different perspective. And because the cards all have meanings, and when you get the card, you have to interpret it to mean somewhere in your life what it means, right? And yeah, I don't know, it's like basically like a writing prompt slot machine. Oh my.
Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm probably gonna get off now.
But thank you for keeping me company for about 2 hours when I was flipping out. Really appreciate it. Um, Special shout out to Fetal 420 Syndrome. Definitely my most active chatter tonight. So thank you very much for keeping me entertained. And I will see you later. Wait, actually, I don't know how to end the live. Hang on, this is going to take an awkward amount of time. I think I do that. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes.